Naturopathic Doctor Dr. Jacqui Fleury joins us now for Healthy Living this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Chantel.
Good morning and Happy New Year.
And you as well.
Thank you. And speaking of the new year, many focusing on maybe their exercise, nutrition, fitness goals, but it might look different if you're in your 40s or your 50s.
Absolutely. So when we're in our 20s and 30s, it seems like no matter what we do, we seem to be able to eat whatever we want and we can pick up an exercise regime and really see results. When we hit our 40s and 50s, things start to change for our bodies, which is different. Our female physiology and biochemistry is different than a male's. So as we hit 40 and 50, we want to start implementing that less is more approach when it comes to exercise. So we want to really focus on taking care of our bodies because we tend to become a bit more inflamed as we hit our 40s and 50s. That's partly hormonal, that's partly lifestyle, situational. Very few of us come into our menopause years not having had a little bit of stress or a little bit of, life experience, so to speak. So it's really important that as we're heading into our 40s and 50s that we do focus on movement as opposed to exercise. So, it's not always a great idea to hammer it out on the treadmill for 45 minutes or to decide that we're going to train for a marathon or a 10K in order to sort of whip our bodies into shape after, our kids leave home and we think, I got to get my body back. So it's something that I see quite commonly with the women that I work with, that they'll be exercising, eating well, and actually almost feeling like they're gaining weight. So it can be a really frustrating experience for them. But ultimately, really, they're not really gaining weight. They're probably becoming a bit more inflamed or their systems are a bit more stressed.
Okay, so then what does that balance look like if we want to add that exercise in while eating enough as well?
Exactly. Yeah, so remembering that stress is anything that causes your body to respond, and so our bodies in our 20s and 30s are pretty resilient to stress, and then as we hit 40 and 50, our bodies don't really know the difference between a stressful day at the office and 45 minutes on the treadmill, especially if we're really hammering away at our system. So we want to focus on feeling better, not worse, after we exercise, so making sure that the activities we're choosing are something we enjoy, first of all. When I ask clients, do you love your treadmill? Most of them don't. And then nurturing our bodies as opposed to restriction all the time. So making sure that we're getting adequate amounts of protein and healthy amounts of fats, because those are building blocks for our hormones. And as we are heading into menopause, our hormones are transitioning. So we don't want to be restricting the building blocks for the very things that we're trying to preserve: bone density, hair, skin, nails, joints. Like, we want to make sure that we have enough of those nutrients available to us.
Okay, so many things working together and coming into play.
Exactly.
Okay, anything else, Jackie, we should know about the balance again and just going through menopause for women?
Well, I think the takeaway is that we still need to move, we still need to be strong, we still need to have healthy joints and good muscle mass and good bone density, but that can be achieved with the less is more approach, with walking or weight training, with the supervision of somebody who knows how to work with our bodies at this stage of the game.
Okay, well, great information this morning, Jackie. Dr. Jacqui Fleury joining us. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Chantel.
Thank you.